Hello, welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today I was really inspired by Christmas, by the holidays, so I created this holiday look. If you want to see how I created this look, just keep on watching. And if you're new here to my channel, hello, my name is Paulina. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would deeply appreciate it if you would hit that red button below. And let's get started with this tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. I really hope I don't get this sweater dirty. I really love it. It's really cute. The only thing, it's very huge on the arms, but I really like how it looks. For primer today, I'm going to go with this Veil Mineral Primer by Hourglass. I got a sample of this one, so I'm going to try it out. I've been wanting to purchase this Hourglass primer, but it's super expensive. This is supposed to give you a flawless complexion with your foundation, and definitely does feel smooth. It feels kind of like a creamy texture. It feels really smooth. Okay, the primer does feel smooth on the skin, and I do feel like it gave me a tint to my skin a little bit, but it's more like a white tint. But definitely does feel really smooth on my skin. For foundation, I'm going to go with this Fiji Light number 5 by NARS. It's a soft matte foundation. I really love this foundation. It's very matte, and it does give me a nice coverage to my skin. Especially because I do have a lot of acne. Right now I do have a lot of texture going on around on the sides of my face. So I'm going to use this foundation. To apply this foundation, I'm going to use this Morphe sponge. I haven't used this sponge in a long time. The thing with this sponge, it's a little bit too hard. I feel like the Beauty Blender is more softer compared to this one. But I have it, so I'm going to use it. I did damp mine with water, and it's kind of smooshy right now, but it does get kind of hard, which is not my favorite. But I have it, so I'm going to use it, and I'm going to apply a little bit of foundation onto the sponge, just a little bit, just because this foundation is full coverage, and I really want to keep my skin a little bit more lightweight. I don't want it to be really heavy, so I'm just going to use a little bit of foundation like this, and I'm going to start on my cheeks. I always like to start on one side of my face and then the other side, just so I don't build it up too much. And you can see with just a little small dot, it's giving me really full coverage. So I definitely don't want to use too much of this product. I always like to put foundation on my eyelid as well, because my skin is very discolorated and I just want to create an even canvas. And I don't apply too much foundation on my forehead because I feel like I don't need that much coverage on my forehead, and I just need a little bit. And that way too, it doesn't look like I have too much foundation on. See, it doesn't look bad. It does give me a nice coverage. So I'm going to grab another dot of the foundation for the other side of my face. So this is the amount I'm going to use on this side of my face. I'm just going to start here. I'm just going to add one more dot so I can apply it where I need more coverage. So I'm just going to do a little bit here, here, here. For concealer, I'm going to use these two concealers. The first one is by Makeup Forever. It's a matte velvet skin concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers to go. It's very full coverage. You can use it for all over your face, not just your under eye. And then the next concealer I'm going to go, it's with the Rare Beauty concealer, just because this one's a little bit more darker and the other one's a little bit lighter, and I like to mix both of those, and I feel like those two work well together. So I'm going to apply these two concealers. First, a little bit of this one. The Matte Velvet Concealer, it's very creamy, and then the Rare Beauty one is a little bit more watery, so I feel like both of them work very well. And then the Makeup Forever one, it's a little bit, has more of a pink undertone, and this one is more of a yellow undertone, so I feel like those two just work well together. Using the same sponge, I'm gonna blend this out. To set my face, I'm going to go with this Shiseido Translucent Powder. Haven't used this one in a long time, so I'm going to use it today. I really like it. It's not that full coverage. It is a translucent powder. For eyebrows, I'm going to go with my usual, which is the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I really like this pencil because it has a thick end to it. And my brows are a little bit thicker, and it does have a thicker end, so it's easier just to apply this on my eyebrows. I like to keep my eyebrows natural. I don't pluck my eyebrows, so they're a little bit hairy, And I just want them to look a little bit natural, just a little bit with color. For bronzer, I'm going to go with this Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo. I really love this bronzer. Super good. It has a matte side and a shimmer side if you want to use it for highlight. And I really love the undertone of this bronzer. And this bronzer, you can find it on sale at Ulta. They usually have like their annual sale or semi-annual sale. And sometimes you can find it for $20 if I'm not mistaken. Really recommend it. It's a really good product. Cover FX has really good products. First, I like to start with my forehead. I think the number one thing you always should have in your makeup kit is bronzer. I feel like bronzer just brings back life to your skin, and I love how it just looks like if I went to the beach without going to the beach necessarily, and just gives me that glow. For blush, I'm gonna use this Lorac blush, and this is in the shade Aurora. It has like a pinkish purple tone to it, so I'm gonna use this blush, and it's super pigmented. You don't need a lot. A lot of people like to wear their blush like on this side only, but I like to bring it more in closer to my nose. For eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with this Naked Ultraviolet palette by Urban Decay. And I'm only going to be using some of these shades right here. These were my favorite from the palette, so I'm going to use these shades. The first shade I'm going to go with is called Mind Slip. It's more like an orangey shade, so I'm going to use that one. I'm going to concentrate more on my crease. And I did a review on this palette like a couple months ago, and it wasn't my favorite palette, but it does have some eyeshadows that are really my favorite, but it wasn't like my overall best favorite palette out there. And then I'm going to go with this shade called Hacked. It's more like a burgundy deep shade. So I'm going to use that. And I'm going to apply that in the outer part of my eyelid. And then I'm going to go with a Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to take the... Then I'm going to go with this Burnt Orange from the palette just to warm up my outer part of my eyelid. I'm just going to apply it right here in the outer part of my lid. And for my eyelid, I'm going to take this shade called The Mirror. It's more like a shimmery champagne color. So I'm going to take this shade and apply it all over my lid. And I'm going to wet my brush first with a Maracuja Miracle Mist by Tarte. I'm going to wet my brush and then get that shadow so it has more intensity, more pigment. To add a little bit more reflective into the eye, because I feel like it is sparkly, but it's not sparkly enough. I'm going to take this Stila eyeshadow, and this is in the shade Grace. It's more like a champagne color, so I'm going to use that on my lid. I'm going to go put on some eyelashes, and I'll be right back so we can complete the look. Definitely eyelashes make the look. And the ones that I'm wearing are from Kiss, the little black dress. I really like those eyelashes because I do have like smaller eyes and I feel like they're just a perfect length and they look good on my eyes. For my lower lash, I'm going to go with the Mind Slip and Hack, these two shades. I'm going to use those two for my lower lash. For my waterline, I'm going to use this Makeup Forever pencil, and this is in the shade 2K, which is basically a white shade of eyeliner. And I'm going to use that in my waterline right here. For mascara, I'm going to use this It Lash Blowout Mascara, and I'm going to use that for my lower lashes. For lip liner, I'm going to use this Il Makiage lip liner, and this is in the shade Coffee, such a very brownish shade. So I'm going to use that for my lips. I always have an issue with my lips because my lips are not symmetrical, so they always look kind of off with the lip liner, but who cares? To add a little bit of highlighter, I'm going to take this Dose of Colors and I Love Sarai collaboration highlighter, and this is in the shade Bathe. It's a really nice shade. It's more like it has like a purple hue. It does have like a purple hue to it. I really like it, so I'm going to use that for my highlight. And this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really like how this makeup came out. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would deeply appreciate it if you would hit that red button below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.